Enjoy 1% merchant commission when you accept Lanka Pay cards. Contact these banks today.
What are the schools that will be closed tomorrow?
කොළඹ නගරය සහ තදාසන්න ප්‍රදේශවල
Schools in Colombo, its suburbs, and in all cities across the country will remain closed for a period of 5 days. We identified that schools in cities will be able to provide online education to children as opposed to schools in villages because they have the facilities. Therefore, principals in rural schools can discuss with their staff, adjust the timetable of the school accordingly for the week, and continue to operate academic activities at their schools.
සලවන ආකාරයට පාසල් දරුවන්ගේ අධ්‍යාපනය පවත්වාගෙන යන්න
Which school will continue to remain open tomorrow?
ග්‍රාමීය ප්‍රදේශවල ප්‍රවාහන අපහසු
There are many schools in rural areas that are not interrupted as much by the fuel crisis, where children do not depend on buses and school vans to get to school. I believe that a majority of the 3,000 schools in the country are schools in rural areas. There are many schools with less than 200 children, schools that are categorized under 1C, 2 and even 1B in areas that are not facing transport issues can continue to operate. Principals of these respective schools can decide on these matters. All they have to do is inform the zonal officers.
කරන්න තියෙන්නේ.
Will students in cities be able to attend the school closest to them and continue their academic activities?
ශිෂ්‍ය ශිෂ්‍යාවන්ටත් ප්‍රධාන කරවල
Students who are attending schools in cities will be given an opportunity to continue their academic activities at the school that is closest to them. But these students will be assigned to these schools temporarily and not on a permanent basis. Principals are vested with the power to decide on these matters. We have given them the full power to take these decisions.
ක්‍රීමට ඒ සඳහා අපි සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම එයාලට බලය දීලා තියෙනවා.
Will power cuts affect the online education that is being proposed for schools in the cities from tomorrow?
The Public Utilities Commission announced that power cuts will not be imposed between 7 a.m. and 12 noon tomorrow.
Can teachers also teach at the school that is closest to their residence?
ගුරු බෞතුන්ට ඒ සමීප පාස
We have provided teachers with an opportunity to provide their services at the schools that is closest to them. The teachers will be assigned upon the agreement of the principals of these schools. The period during which these teachers are assigned to these schools will conclude by the end of this year. And by the year 2023, these teachers will be reassigned to the schools that they were working at initially.
තත්ත්වයට පත් කර ගැනීම අවශ්‍යයි.
Is it mandatory for teachers living far away from schools to report to work?
යම්කිසි පාසලක එවැනි ප්‍රදේශයක
If there are several teachers who are living far away from the schools that they work at, and if they are facing some difficulties in getting to school due to the fuel crisis, there will be no issue there. Because the services provided by teachers and principals are considered as a voluntary service, there is no issue regarding their holidays as well.
නිවාඩු දින පිළිබඳ ප්‍රශ්නයක් එන්නේත් නැහැ.
ග්‍රාමීය පාසල් විවෘත වෙනවය නගර පාසල් වහනවය.
If village schools are kept open, there is no problem. How can teachers go to schools that will be open? Most of them travel from urban areas. What facilities do they have? There is no proper system. Trade unions representing teachers and principals will decide on how academic sessions will be conducted from tomorrow.
තීරණයක් ගන්නවා ඉදිරි පාසල් කටයුතු කොහොමද කරන්න කියන කාරණාව අපි තීරණයක් ගන්නවා.
වයඹ පළාතෙම තීරණය කළා තියෙනවා.
Schools in the northwestern province are to be kept open. Teachers in Putlam have been asked to go to work only on 5 days. Some teachers live 30, 40, 50 or even 60 kilometers from schools. They must be brought to work as well. The education director for Putlam has said teachers will have to use up their quota of personal leave if they don't come to work.
එහෙනම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට පෞද්ගලික නිවාඩු දානවා කියලා.